Dokken Dream Warriors. Oh my god, I love that piece. Great one, a really classic. Well, that's everything I can say. Dokken is a great heavy metal band, great band, great guitar player, George Lynch. Really love his way of playing solo, playing rhythm guitars. Very unique guitar player for sure. Don Dokken, amazing vocals. The whole band just fucking rocks, you know. So yeah, Dream Warriors, I think it's written for the movie Nightmare on Elm Street Part 3, Dream Warriors. Yes, very cool horror movie. I love horror movies from the 80s. Very great atmosphere. I mean, Freddy Krueger, who doesn't know that badass, you know. So definitely gonna have to watch it if you haven't yet. Yes, well, right, so let's get started with that one. And believe me, this solo is somehow I think this is probably one of the more easier Dokken solos. It's a lot more structured and a lot more easier if you take every little piece of the solo, you know, and really gonna cut it into little pieces, you know. Then you're going to realize that it's actually simple, you know. But of course it takes a lot of time to practice, it takes a lot of techniques you should know, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get that one. So hang on, Dream Warriors by Dokken. Alright, this is exercise 1. I'm going to play it very slowly for you, and then we're gonna talk about it. Alright, so basically you start on the 13th fret on the B string, do a half step bend, then go to 17, then 16 half step bend on the G string. Do a hammer on pull off from 14, 16, 14, and on 16 again a half step bend on the G string. Again, do a hammer on pull off from 14, 16, 14, and slide to 12th fret on the G string. Then play 14 on the G string, and then again slide from 12 to 14 and end on 12. So it sounds confusing, but it's pretty simple. And the last note, you do his signature slide tremolo vibrato. Alright, so alright, that was exercise 1. Exercise 2 is going to look like this. So you play 19, 21 on the G string, go to the B string and play 18, 22, then play 17, 20, and then do that legato played. Alright, so you have 13, 15, 12 on the B string and 12 on the G string. Alright, that's exercise 2. Now we got exercise 3, which goes like this. Alright, so you start a bend on the B string on the 20th fret, then go to 17th fret on the B string, then on the E string do again a bend on the 19th fret, hammer on pull off 17, 19, and slide to 17. So far we got. Alright, then play 17, 15, sorry, 17, 15, 12 on the E string, and then 16, 15, 13 on the B string, and then slide from 15 to 17. Alright, and then comes a bit difficult one. Alright, so you start on the 15th fret on the B string, then go on the high string and play the trill. 12, 13, 12 on the high E string. Go back to 12 on the B string, and then do a very quick double trill again in the high E string. 12, 13, 12, 12, you know. And then do a bending which goes like 15 on the B string, release to 13, and then do a bending on the 15th fret on the high E string. So slowly it goes like. This is a very interesting one. I really like that lick. It has a very typical Lynch flavor in it. So yeah, I think this sounds a lot more confusing than it actually is. So it's just a bit of getting it into your brain and memorize all the frets and notes he's going to play. So you do hammer on pull off from 12, 15, 12, and then double pick the 15. So alright, pretty simple. And then you play 16 on the B string, you know, and then you go back to 12 on the A string, and then you play on the bass string 16, 15, 13, 15. Alright, and then you're gonna play on the G string 14, on the B string 13, 14, 15, and then you're gonna play 13 on the B string twice a time, and 14 on the G string twice a time. And end it with a great vibrative feel. Just, you know, that rocks. Yeah, exercise 5. We're getting forward, man. This is a pretty cool one too. He does actually a hammer and pull off, and just then goes to the next string, which might be a bit difficult, but it goes like this. Alright, so you actually have the hammer and pull off on a G string from 12, 14, 12. So pretty simple. And then play 13 on the B string. Alright. And then play again 12, 14, 12 on the G string, so it's again a hammer and pull off. Instead of going to 13, you go to 15. So yes, and last time you do a hammer and pull off on the B string from 13 to 15, and then play bend 15. Right, so 15 and release it and play 15 again. Exercise 6 goes like this. Alright, so you start on the 17th fret, go to 18, go on the E string, 17, 19 and bend it. Alright, and then play 17, 19 on the E string, go 18 on the B string and go back to 17 on the E string. And then play 18 on the B string, 17 on the G string, 18 on the B string, 17 on the B string, G string and 19. Exercise 7 goes like this. And then alright, yeah, you start on the 22nd fret on the high E string and bend it. Then go 12 on the E string, 15 on the B string, 12 on the B string, and double pick it on the G string on the 14th fret. Right, next one, 12, double pick 13 on the B string, and then go to high E string, play 15, go back to 12 on the B string, and then bend from 15th fret of the E string to the 15th fret on the B string. So you do bend, and then you again bend the 15th fret of the E string. Now the last exercise, I did my own version of that, so I'm going to teach you first the original tap version, you know, and I don't know, I couldn't make it sound that how I wanted to have it, you know, so I played it my own way. The pattern, the scale pattern is pretty much alright, so you play 13, 12, 10 on the E and the B string, then you play 12, 10, 9 on the G and the D string, and then you play 10, 8, 7 on the on the A and the low E string. And you just tap that. Your tapping hand is always the same twice a time. So first it's 15, 15, then it's 14, 14, and then it's 12, 12. So I think I couldn't have explained this more simple. So pattern of the tapping lick is always like this. So pretty simple. What I did basically, because I haven't tapped that one, I played it my own way. I just played the same notes but without the tapping, and I just did a Paul Gilbert kind of style lick in that, you know. So I repeated right. So I repeated the second triplet.